When the Saiyans rebelled, there were only a few of them, and to be totally honest, King Vegeta didn't know what he was doing. He was not prepared to take on Frieza the way he did, and that's why it ended the way it did. At the time, Bardock was the only woke Saiyan, and by himself, he couldn't really do anything. But this is the story of King Bardock, and this time, he uses a different strategy to take on Frieza. The story starts with King Vegeta, and this is around the time where Broly is born, and the whole debate comes up whether he should be spared or end him right here. But before any decision is made, Bardock approaches King Vegeta and says that terrible things are going to happen. He tells him what Frieza is going to do to their race, but just like in the show, everyone laughed. No one believed Bardock once again, but this time, instead of going out on his own, he takes a different approach. So there are some rules in the Saiyan race that must be followed. One of those rules is that a Saiyan must follow the orders of the king. So Bardock isn't the king, but he has a vision and a plan. He challenges King Vegeta for the title of King of the Saiyan race. So if Bardock beats Vegeta in a fight, he becomes King of the Saiyans. And a lot of the other Saiyans are looking around confused. If they knew they could challenge Vegeta for the title and they would have become king, they would have done it. But no, Bardock is the first one to step up, and Vegeta has to accept his challenge. Since this is a Bardock who's been going out on missions and getting rapidly stronger over time, he is actually stronger than Vegeta. When their fight is over, he rips the crown off him, introducing the new king, Bardock. So now that Bardock is King of the Saiyans and has taken that title straight off of Vegeta, straight away all the Saiyans want to challenge Bardock and become king for themselves, but Bardock says that there's at least a 1 week rest period after someone becomes king, so he's got a week to do everything he needs to do. Bardock's first orders though are entirely based off his visions that he's been getting about Frieza. He says that if he's wrong, you can dethrone and kill me, but for right now, everyone needs to listen. He says not to tell the Frieza army about the new Saiyan king. They will work their way up. A lot of this plan reminds me of what Vegeta did on Namek when he was slowly killing off the small guys in Frieza's army and then eventually got up to Frieza himself. So they do that, they're taking out the lower guys in Frieza's army. A few days pass, every Saiyan is gathered around to listen to Bardock's plan. He has the elite Saiyans up there along with his original crew. His plan is to use every last bit of Saiyan power to attack Frieza, and most importantly, do not let him transform, because if Frieza transforms, there would be too much power and the Saiyans would all die, so they have one shot. To put things into perspective, Frieza's power level in his first form is 530,000. The average adult Saiyan around this time had a power level of 5 to 15,000. That is nowhere enough to take down Frieza or even his men, but the Saiyans have transformations as well, so they are all standing on the edge of their planet waiting to see if Frieza shows up, and big surprise, he does. Bardock was right, and so everyone is on his side now, they have no doubts. They all throw their own blood waves into the sky, and you get this scene of every Saiyan alive transforming into an Ozaru. The entire planet of adult Saiyan's power has just increased 10 times, so if your power level was 5,000, now, at minimum, it's gonna be 50,000, and that's the entire planet. Frieza is still confident though, but he stays in his first form. All of the Saiyans are right outside his spaceship, and Zarbon is there telling Frieza, this is worse than our worst case scenario. Actually, this is worse than a Super Saiyan. The Great Apes simultaneously fire energy out of their mouths, and Frieza last second finally realizes that maybe he should transform. But by the time this attack hits, Frieza and his crew are wiped out. Nothing is left. Bardock, as King of the Saiyans, has led them to a victory over Frieza, and that's where the story branches off, with the Saiyans being the real kings of the universe, led by the one and only King Bardock. Let me know what you think of this story. This is when the Saiyans rebelled and King Bardock's plan. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next Dragon Ball video.